And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Welcome to the Dice Tower. I'm Melody, this is my dad, and we're reviewing One Night Werewolf.
Oh. Now, I am honestly confused. Why every once in a while I see a new version of Werewolf put up on Kickstarter. It makes no sense to me because Ted Bezier did Ultimate Werewolf. There never needs to be another werewolf. It's the best werewolf by a mile. Now, he's done a One Night Ultimate Werewolf. Now, I've actually, just a few weeks ago, reviewed One Night Werewolf, which came from Japan and showed little 8-bit werewolves, and I said, I like the game, but, why did it have that 8-bit artwork? Well, now it has fantastic artwork, and Ted Alsbach just made it get bigger and better, because that's what he does. This is One Night Ultimate Werewolf. You can actually get the regular One Night Werewolf from him, but we're talking about the Ultimate Werewolf. Also, I want to get Melody's opinions on this. So we're going to talk about the game and show you a little bit about how it's played, and then be back. Now what you're going to do is you're going to have a werewolf or two with some villagers and possibly some other roles that you will pick from a selection of roles and put them in the middle. And this would be used for a 4-player game because you always have 3 more cards than you have the number of players. You'll take these cards and you'll mix them up, and after they're all mixed up, each player is going to get one, and 3 are going to be left in the middle. And then the game starts. Now, the best way for me to describe how the game starts is to kind of show you a little bit. The Bezier Games has come with an iPad app, and it's not perfect yet, but it can be used for this game. And if you can get this app, I highly recommend that you use this app if possible, because instead of you having to say that rolls out loud, normally one person would have to say everything that this announcer says, but instead of us saying it, we'll let him say it. So let me just show you what every single roll here, and we'll press play.
Close your eyes.
Okay, did you hear him? Close your eyes. Stop watching this.
And look at another player's card. You are now that roll. If your new roll has a night action, do it now.
The doppelganger is the most elaborate one because they...
If you are now a minion, keep your eyes open.
Right.
Otherwise, close them. Werewolves. Stick out your thumb so the doppelganger minion can see who you are.
I'm a werewolf. The doppelganger is probably the last one I would add into a set if I was playing with other people.
Put your thumb away. Doppelganger. Close your eyes. Werewolves. Wake up and look for other werewolves.
Now, if there's no one looking at you, obviously there's no werewolves. If you're looking and you see nobody, you're the only werewolf.
Werewolves. Close your eyes. Minion, wake up. Werewolves. Stick out your thumb so the minion can see who you are.
Oh, that's right. I'm a werewolf minion.
Werewolves. Put your thumb away.
Now, I often have people tap
Close
during
your
this whole
eyes.
phase because that way no one hears noises.
Wake up and look for the other Mason.
The thing about Masons is they both know the other person's innocent. And of course,
Masons, close your eyes.
if you see no other Mason, then you're the only one.
Wake up. You may look at another player's card, or 2 of the center cards.
It's usually in your best interest to look at someone else's card rather than the 2 middle, but you can do what you want.
Close your eyes. Robber, wake up. You may exchange your card with another player's card, and then view your new card.
Woo!
Robber, close your eyes.
Yes, close them now, sir.
Troublemaker, wake up. You may exchange cards between 2 other players.
So the troublemaker's just there to pay the pain. You'll notice this is showing the drunk, like I said.
Troublemaker, close your eyes. Insomniac,
It's not completely
wake up
correct
and look
yet.
at your card.
Hey, look.
Insomniac, close your eyes.
I'm the
Doppelganger,
insomniac.
if you viewed the Insomniac card, wake up and look at your card.
The reason that as the insomniac is because you might see that now you're a werewolf or something else if someone else has switched cards with you.
Doppelganger, close your eyes. Everyone, wake up.
And then it will show 3 minutes here where that's how much time is left before everybody has to vote. Now, a couple of roles that I did not mention that are certainly in this game. One is the drunk, which the drunk, you will get a new role at when it's your turn at night. You have to flip your card, and you have to switch. I mean, you don't have to flip your card. You switch your card with one of the ones in the middle, and then you'll find out what you really are. Now, since there's a lot of people who move their cards around as the game progresses, then I often tell them when you're moving a card, just move all the cards a little bit. That way, we're not like, oh, which cards were moved and which ones weren't. You're best off moving all the cards. So, when the time comes and it's time to vote, and let's see here, let's pretend, well, anyway, it doesn't matter. When it comes time to vote, each person is going to point a finger, after some discussion, at who they think is the one that should be nominated. And so the person with the most votes is killed. We turn over the card. If it's werewolf, yay! All the villagers win, except for the minion. Ha 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 ha. If it's the tanner, only the tanner wins, because he wanted to die. What a sad life. If it's the hunter, the person that he is pointing at also dies. Where is that hunter? Here he is. So the hunter will kill someone else, and if that person's a werewolf, then the villagers win. Otherwise, if it's any other person, any other of the villagers, then the werewolves win. So that's how you play. Okay, the first thing is I think that we should talk about playing this compared to regular werewolf.
Definitely shorter.
Oh, well, yes, obviously, because it's one night. But what do you think? Which one would you prefer to play?
The regular one, the first one.
Why?
Because with more people, it's a lot more fun.
Well, you can play this one with 10 people.
Yeah, the other one's more fun. Because the more you play it, or the longer you're still in the game, the more scared you get. Like, they might kill me or something, especially if you're the werewolf.
Okay, well, there is that. Okay, so you like the other werewolf better, but did you like this one?
I like this one.
Okay, and I do too. And the thing that's good about this one, as Melody said at the very beginning, it's quicker. You can get there and you can play, and you say, let's play again. Now, there's not so much nuance in the game. You're not saying, for the past 3 turns, that person just keeps killing someone, so they're probably lying. You only have one night to go on.
Yep.
And you really, it was like, who's the seer? Or the Masons. Hey, we're the Masons. I'm still waiting, to be a werewolf sometime and say, I'm a Mason and so is so-and-so. And then that person says, oh, I'm not a Mason, you just lied. I don't know. It would be really interesting. There's a lot of different things that you can pull off. So, that being said, I think that the game. Let's talk about the iPad application, or I guess it's for iPhone and Android too. What'd you think of that?
I thought it was nice. My dad got to play the game with the kids, so that was fun.
Well, no, I can play. Well, see, you weren't there when I played the first one. Anyone can do it, but I'll tell you, for someone here, I don't have to remember which things to say. Okay, werewolves, close your eyes. Now, granted, I don't think you should play with all of the roles. You should just pick a few of them and play with them. But I don't have to remember which ones are in. You just press the buttons and do it. And it adds the sound effects of the creepy night and things. And I think that adds some to the game. Like I said, it's a little buggy right now, but I think that will be fixed probably very soon. And even with it being buggy, it worked really well for our games.
Yeah.
So
You didn't really see it anyway, so.
some roles work better in this game. For example, the Tanner. In the original Werewolf, the Tanner's job is to die. It's pretty easy for him to get killed as the game progresses. In this game, he only has one shot at it. So, he might try to trick other people, get people to call him a werewolf or what have you, just so that people think, just so they kill him. So he's interesting. The switching the things around, it's really annoying when I'm a werewolf and I have my plan perfectly executed, and I get someone else to die, and they're a villager, and I'm like, woo, turn my card over, and I'm not a werewolf. Because the troublemaker switched my card. Boo.
Or you're a villager and then you turn into a werewolf, which happened to me.
Yeah. That's actually... Did you win that way, though?
No.
Oh, no, you lost because we killed a werewolf. Ha, ha, ha.
That was me.
That's you, right. And you didn't know you were a werewolf.
Nope.
So you were saying you were innocent and not lying. Now, some people might not like that, switching cards. So any other thoughts on the game?
No.
No? Okay, well, I really like it. I think it's great. I think it has a spot in my collection right next to Werewolf. I'll probably, if I had my druthers, I'd play Werewolf. But sometimes for time purposes and such, this would be a faster, fun game to play. In fact, I don't know that I would pick this sometimes even over Resistance and things, just because it's so fast and easy to play. So, great game, but you gotta use the app. Oh yeah, one more thing I should mention, in the components, there are these little discs that you can use to show which people are being used in the game, so that way everybody remembers. But again, not worth it to me because we have the iPad app, but they are included with the game.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!